You're almost about to complete. Hello everyone, welcome to day 6 of the Yoga Challenge. You're almost about to complete week 1. So today we have something special planned for you. We have a surprise. But for now, let us come to a comfortable sitting pose. Relax your shoulders. Relax the mind. Bring your awareness on your breath.
Meditation or something.
We will chant Asato Ma today. Prayer is displayed on the screen. Bring your hands in front of your heart center. Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Very gently open your eyes. Today, we will discuss a very beautiful concept from the Yoga Sutras. This concept is now being popularized a lot in the West and in the Far East also. It's called minimalism now. But in Indian traditional scriptures, this is known as a parigraha. So parigraha means hoarding, taking more than we need. And this could be in many areas, like filling a house with furniture. I've seen houses where there's no space for walking. Putting so much on the walls, paintings, photos, decorative items. Cupboards are spilling over with shoes, clothes. So I want to ask you, think, how difficult is it for you to let go of material things? Is it easy for you to give away your old things? Or do you always think, one day I will use this, let me keep it. Kabhi to kaam aayega. Just think. How attached are you to your possessions? You know, there was a time when I really enjoyed shopping. I always wanted more clothes, high heels. In fact, I remember I wouldn't repeat clothes. I wanted clothes in different colors, matching shoes, matching bags. But when yoga came into my life, I realized that everything that I'm buying is actually not coming from the stores. I'm only buying it from the stores. It's actually coming from nature. And we're exploiting nature so much. Plants, animals, even humans working in the fashion industry, they're kept in horrible conditions. We have to overwork. And because of all this today, there's so much global warming. There's climate change. So much chaos being caused in the world. So see friends, if we are taking for our need, that's absolutely alright. But if we are taking out of greed, that's not okay. You may have heard. There's enough for everyone's need, but there's not enough for everybody's greed. We don't realize, but we get trapped in the cycle of always wanting more. For that, sometimes we may have to work in jobs that we may not even like to earn more money so we can fulfill all of these wants. And it's an endless cycle. So there's a very good example to help you understand this trap. In earlier times, there were these monkeys that were made to do tricks on the road. You may have seen it. God knows, it happens still in some places in India. Now the monkey would dance to the Madari's tunes and people would gather around and they would clap, they would cheer. But how were these monkeys caught in the first place? So these hunters made a small hole in a coconut and filled it with rice sweets in the forest. They would then fix this coconut in the ground so it couldn't be moved. The monkeys would see the sweets and they would put their hand into the coconut and grab the treat. But when they tried to pull their hand back out, their tightly closed fist was too big to fit and they really struggled to pull their bounty out of the coconut. And the hunters would easily capture them. Now, what the monkeys didn't realize that it was their unwillingness to let go of their prize that caused their self-imposed prison. They say what we possess possesses us also. Just like the monkeys in the self-imposed coconut trap, all of the stuff that we greedily acquire also begins to weigh us down. And as much as we free ourselves. There's a beautiful quote by George Carlin. It says, trying to be happy by accumulating possessions is like trying to satisfy hunger by taking sandwiches to your body. That hunger that you're trying to fill with new clothes or furniture or cosmetics will not satisfy you. That emptiness you feel within cannot be filled by shopping or by holding possessions. How many of you get emotionally attached to your belongings? Do you ever think, I'm keeping this because of emotional attachment? Honestly think, do you have things that you don't use, but they are there because you are attached to them in some ways? That's the key, guys. This hoarding is not just on a physical level. There's a deeper level of hoarding that we may be engaging in, and that is emotional hoarding. Let's think about this together. We may be holding on to many old thoughts and emotions. These could be painful memories, it could be hurts, resentment, guilt. You know, things like, I went through such a painful experience in my childhood. My parents didn't have any time for me. You know, still holding on to these feelings, very natural. Or, my boyfriend cheated on me 2 years ago, I'm so angry about it. Or, that person did this too, that too. Or, I made a horrible mistake, how could I do that? All these thoughts and feelings, my friends, are weighing you down. Think about it, if you hold the glass for half an hour, just like this, your hand will start paining, even if the glass is empty. But right now, the glass is full. Imagine how much pain you're causing yourself. So think about it. What thoughts and feelings are you holding on to that are causing you pain? Just take a moment to think. Are these feelings towards others, towards life, how unfair life has been, or towards yourself? Whatever it may be, just take a moment to write it down. What feelings are you holding? So what to do? Aparidaya means not having more than necessary. Declutter. So you may have heard of this word, it's gaining a lot of popularity lately. So at a physical level, we need to remove everything from around us that we do not use regularly. Remove everything that is not serving a purpose. Ask yourself, have I used this in the last 6 months? If I did not have this, will it affect my life? If the answer is no, then remove it. So remove the extra furniture, remove